Good Sunday evening. It's time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show. And on this episode, got my mug of tea here. I want to thank everybody. I mean the entire universe for watching and buying my stuff. Yes, for watching all my shows. I got over 400 shows, And if you're interested, you can go ahead and watch them all. Just put me on continuous loop through the whole week and watch all my shows. Or you could just watch this show, the one and only show, North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show. And I'm going to say thank you to all the people who bought records and CDs and some VHS tapes this week from my store. Yeah, if you go down below, you'll see a link down there. Big Chief Vinyl 57, and it's in Discogs. And I'm also on eBay. You can find me on eBay, North Carolina Vinyl Picker, and you can buy stuff there. So thank you very much. It's able to me so I can buy stuff that I want to listen to. I can sell some stuff, goes to PayPal, and then I buy some stuff. See, it works out great. Works out wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and do my top 10 records from 1989, and that's going to be at the end of the show. I'm going to show all my top 10 records from 1989. And next week, we're in the 90s. Can you believe it? We're already in 1990s. We're going to go all the way to present day. New finds. I'm going to go over my top 20 new finds that I want to find in this year, in 2025. That's going to be at the very end of the show. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. So hang on. We're going to go over these. I got a few things in the mail this week. I didn't get out to any stores. It's been cold. The wife's been sick. I went out and bought a new truck. It's just been a crazy week, and I haven't had time to go out and record shop. But I plan on going to Charlotte maybe this coming week, so stay tuned for that. That might be good. Maybe I'll go to Noble Records. Yes, go out and see Dylan. Get some of those records from DC. How about this one here? It's no fun being an illegal alien. That's right. Genesis. Yes, Genesis. This is from the self-titled Genesis album. This 45 couldn't be any cooler. Let me show you. Look at that, boys and girls. That's right. I don't want to piss nobody off with that one. Hopefully not. Y'all take care out there. Okay, Grind, Roll Log. Lady Lake. Look at this album cover. Let me take this out. Look at here. It's got the film still on it. But isn't that the coolest cover? Like Steve Carlson said, maybe it's lenticular. No, I don't think it's lenticular. I think Steve Carlson said that. I digress. Oh, that's Tony. Or, oh, that's the old goat. He's covered in snow up there, don't you know? How about the West Coast Pop? Something. West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band Part 1. Isn't that a mouthful? These guys are fantastic. I got Part 2 also. I heard there's a Part 3. Yes. I got my toucan just in case. It's cold back here. Yeah. I got a candle though, so I'm trying to stay warm. With a candle. How about Mick Ronson? Does everybody know who Mick Ronson is? Mick Ronson played guitar for who? Who did he play guitar for? Come on, boys and girls. Yeah, little Tony in the front row. I know. Oh, David Bowie. Right, Tony. Yes. He played for Tony. He played for David Bowie. That's right. He played for David Bowie. Mick Ronson, Slaughter on 10th Avenue. This is a great album. Both his solo albums were good. I have another one, too, that I showed not too long ago. What else did I get? Oh, I got this one here. Now, Noble Records. This is a Noble Records approval. This one here is Andromeda. Yes, this one here is really good. It's some good psych music. So if you're into psych music, you want to get Andromeda. Yes. That's it. That's all I picked up this week. So, yeah, just a few things, but important things. And when I go over my top 20, you'll understand. I'm sticking to my list this year. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to get them all. But I got to stick to the list. I can't deviate off the list. That's when I get all messed up. Okay, so targeted want list. I got somebody who posted a nasty note on my list, on my phone this week. He said that he didn't like my show. Well, don't watch my show. There's lots of other shows out there. He didn't like my show. It hurt my feelings. That's not nice. It's not nice to do that. Okay, so here we go. Here's the top 10 records of 1989. First one, Fire Merchants. This is a great band. These guys here were around in 89, and this is a combination of Chester Thompson on drums and Brand X. So all you Genesis freaks out there may have never heard of this record. I got to get this out of here for you so you can see it. There, is that better? I don't know where all this glare is coming from. I don't know. Fire Merchants. Great stuff. Jazz fusion. Old Goat, he likes jazz fusion. Yep, he does. That's what he told me in his latest video. Coming in at number 9, IQ. This was the second wave of prog music. Yes, this was in 89. And this is without Peter Nichols. This is, they had a hit single on here, Drive On. IQ, Are You Sitting Comfortably? A lot of glare this evening, a lot of glare. Sorry about that. So Are You Sitting Comfortably? It's a great album. If you like IQ, he made 2 albums without Peter Nichols. He had left the band, and he had another band. But I don't remember what the other guy's name was. Paul Manu or something like that. Yes, IQ. Coming in number 8 in 1989. Well, it had to be Phil Collins. That's right. But seriously, he had a lot of hits on here. Another Day in Paradise. Something Happened on the Way to Heaven. Gotta love Phil Collins. If you love Phil Collins, you want to go back a couple episodes on my show. You're going to see a whole show about Phil Collins. That's right. Coming in at number 7. Marillion, Season's End. This is the re-release. This is the 2023 remix of Season's End. And this was after Fish left. Fish left the band and had his own band. So he left Marillion. And then Marillion said, well, who's going to sing? So they got Steve Hogarth. He's the one who's singing. And my friend John in New Jersey don't like Steve Hogarth. But he's trying. He's still trying after 30 years. Steve Hogarth's been the lead singer for about 30 years. And John's still trying. I got to give him effort for that. I got to give him props for that. So, but Season's End, I think John said he liked this one. But after this one, he didn't like him. But I gave him some good choices. So maybe I haven't heard back from him, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the phone call or a text or something. It might say, hey, I like that one. Maybe I'll hear from him soon. Coming in at number 6. Well, it's got to be Mike Oldfield. Earth Moving. I love Mike Oldfield. Ever since I heard Tubular Bells on the Exorcist movie. It scared the hell out of me. But I like Mike Oldfield. Yes. And I like Earth Moving. Yeah, this is a great album. Yep. It's got Holy on here. Written by Adrian Belew. It's got 2 or 3 big hits on here for Mike Oldfield. He went a little bit mainstream. It's good stuff, though. Coming in at number 5 is one of my favorites, Don Henley. A lot of hate for Don Henley, but the picker don't talk about hate. So we're going to say this is a wonderful album, The End of the Innocents. And this one's got The End of the Innocents, and it's got New York Minute, and yeah, it's got all kinds of great songs on here. Yep. You don't see no luggage racks on a hearse. That's what he says, yeah. Don Henley. He's good on the lyrics, let me tell you. He's a hell of a drummer, too. And he's probably a millionaire. Several times over. Coming in at number 4, we got Pat. That's right, Pat Metheny. Yep. Letter from Home. Great album. And I think my friend John saw this tour up in somewhere, probably in New York or New Jersey. But I didn't see it. Because why? Because I was in the Philippines. That's right. I wasn't even in the United States in 1989. I would have liked to see Pat Metheny. I've never seen him. Been listening to him since I was 12 years old. I need another sip of tea. Coming in at number 3. And this is another friend of mine. His name is Jeff. And I worked with Jeff. And this album has Jeff on it. That's right. Different Jeff, though. This is Jeff Beck. The late, great Jeff Beck. And this is The Guitar Shop. This is a great album. That's why it's number 3. That's right. Number 3. Jeff Beck, The Guitar Shop. If you don't have this album, I don't know what you're waiting on. You need to stream it and get on down to the store. Coming in at number 2. Now, I would have liked to see this tour, but I was, of course, where was I? I wasn't here. I wasn't around. Anderson, Wakeman, Bruford, and Howe. For you lucky people out there that saw this tour. I would have loved to see this tour, but I missed a lot of stuff. Yes, this was a good one. This is a great album. Long Lost Brother of Mine. Can only be one album from 1989. It's got to be Miss Kate Bush. The Sensual World. Oh, this is a great album. If you don't have this one from Kate, this is probably her last great album, I would say. There's a couple after this one, but this one here is probably my favorite. She made a double album after this one. I don't have that album, but I had it on CD, but I'm selling all my CDs, and they've been going out the door pretty quick because CDs are coming back. That's what they say. I don't know. But I've been selling a ton of them. I know that much. Targeted want list for top 20 for 2025. Excuse me. Number 1. Want list. I'm going to go from number 20 up to number 1. Gong. Angel's Egg. I want to find a copy of that, but that's expensive. Yes. I saw it on Discogs. $60 and up. I got to find a cheap one someday. Gracious. I just saw a great video on that band. They're old as Methuselah now. But the album is called This Is ... It's their second album. I got to find that. And that's expensive too. That's why I'm selling a bunch of crap. So that way I can buy these expensive records. They're not cheap, you know. Yes, Magnification. I had that on CD too. I probably sold it. But I got to find the vinyl. And the vinyl's not cheap. Anderson. That's John Anderson. Invention of Knowledge. That's right. That's a solo album he did with the guy from the Flower Kings. That's a great album. I got to find that one. I got to find a copy of that. Julian Chambers. Julian Lennon. I better drink some more tea. Julian Lennon, Everything Changes. That's a double vinyl album that only was released overseas. And that's real expensive, like $100 and up. Kate Bush, The Red Shoes, and Before the Dawn. And I have to include the Ariel, too. I don't have any of those, so I need to get all 3 of those. Those were all during the CD era. Moody Blues, speaking of the CD era, the Moody Blues, Keys to the Kingdom. That album is hard to find. Steven Wilson, Inclination. That's a 12-inch 45 from his last album. Porcupine Tree, Pure Narcotic. That's another hard one to find. That's a 12-inch 45 from the last Porcupine Tree album. Gilgamesh, another fine tune. Number 10. Coming in at number 9, Robert Wyatt, Rock Bottom. I saw a copy of that at Dylan's one time, but he wanted like $55 for it. I don't know. I got to try to find one for about $25 or maybe $20. Eloy. Now, I put on here Ocean, but there's like 2 or 3 other albums I like to get by Eloy. Those guys are fantastic prog. Aquafragile, their first album. Aquafragile is an offshoot from PFM, Primaria Fornaria Marconi. if I'm saying that correctly. Roxy Music, Country Life. I'd like to get a copy of that. That should be easy to find. Bowie, Black Star. That's not easy to find. They need to re-release that. Gentle Giant, Octopus. I want the UK cover of that. Nectar, the UK cover of Tab in the Ocean. Banco, Darwin. I don't have that one. And Grobschnitt, the Ballerman. Or just Ballerman. The double album. Those are my 20 albums that I want to find this year. And by gum, I'm going to do it. That's right. That's all I got for tonight. 15 minutes. I'm going up now. The GOAT likes that. The GOAT might make another appearance here on this show Wednesday night. That's what I'm hearing. He might show up. So stay tuned for that. He could come in the door any minute. Now he's buried in snow up there in Indiana. But he might show up here on Wednesday night. We might have to go to the closet and dig him out. He might be up in the closet. Hey, y'all be good out there. Take care. If you enjoy my show, what's not to like? Just sub me up. It don't cost nothing. And hit the bell. That way when the North Carolina Vinyl Picker be back on here to give you a show. A free show. Don't cost nothing. Free. Free is good, right? Support them troops if you can. And we'll be talking to you soon. 16 minutes, 38 seconds. Oh, my goodness. All free picker, all time, all day long. You can't beat it. How can you beat it? You can't beat it with a stick. Go Yankees. 37 days till pitchers and catchers. Then I might have to shut the channel down. Just watch my Yankees. 162 games. I'll watch them all. I'll squeeze in some time for a show here and there. Let's go. I want some baseball. Let's go. Let's get going here. What do we got? 37 days till pitchers and catchers show up and down in George Steinbrenner Stadium and down in Tampa. That's right. I want to maybe I'll get up to New York this year. Watch my Yankees. Expensive now. Oh my goodness, they're expensive for a ticket. Oh, I've been rambling on. That's all I got. Oh, I want to show you something real quick. If anybody's still hanging around. This is what I got for Christmas. Look. Psychedelic. Yeah, that's the one that Dave the Pickup Artist, that's the one he has. And this is the really good one here. This is the Acid Archives. He has this one too. Now I got him. I got to read him though. Ain't doing any good for sitting over here next to my humming guru. I got to get out and read him. 18 minutes almost. I got to go. I got to get this up. So take care. And I've already told you everything I tell you at the end. And I'll be talking to you soon. I'll see you on Wednesday. Maybe the old GOAT's going to show up. He's going to come in this door right over here. That's what I hear. So we'll see. We'll see if he shows up. Hang on.